On that day, mankind received a grim reminder. We lived in fear of the Foot Freaks and were disgraced to live on the same planet as them. But how can we truly admonish those aforementioned freaks? When faced with these same attacks, do we really think we do anything different than Kuze? No. It's, unfortunately, nothing we could ever truly fathom, as the likes of us would never be put in that position to begin with. Kuze is simply a man of a bygone era that we could never dream of understanding. Yet Kuze understands all. Well, he understands Japanese and Russian. Maybe some English. I mean, who needs Duolingo when you have repressed childhood memories? Look, I have repressed childhood memories and Duolingo, plus 8 years of Italian class, and I can still hardly mutter out a ciao, come stai, mangia, mangia.
Gabago, over here.
Kuze spent an hour on the playground as a kindergartner and came out of it bilingual. It doesn't matter that he stays up all night watching anime and shitposting on 4chan. Kuze is a natural. He's just as comfortable learning an entire foreign language as he is rejecting the advances of his childhood friend / former presidential running mate. If it was anyone other than Kuze, they would have never won that election with the level of anime slander he was probably slinging on 4chan. The FBI would have had all of his emails checked. But Kuze is not like the rest of us. Oh no, Kuze is not just another protagonist with a random childhood friend. This guy didn't have any friends, come on. The childhood friend is actually the childhood sister in a twist that would leave Siscon extraordinaire Aqua Hoshino filled with murderous envy. In fairness, he's always filled with murderous rage, but this time it'd be to an entirely different extreme. Like, we waste no time throwing in the Siscon plotline. Our man Kuze has a whole episode with Sis fawning over him, and they throw that in there for episode 2. Forget giving Kuze friends. We got the foot fetish freak show market cornered, now let's get the otaku Siscons in here too. Kuze, though, being the Chad that he is, fights off the Siscon allegations, for he only has eyes for the Russian tsundere. And that is the core of Alya sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. No, not Kuze cucking his sister, Alya being tsundere for Kuze, telling him to shove socks onto her feet and creating a whole new generation of leg-loving mouth breathers. Come on, gotta go with calves.
Calves. Calves all the way.
But Alya and Kuze's relationship is more than just foot stuff. So much more. It goes back much further than that. Michael Jordan may have had the last dance, but Kuze had the first dance. Alya Kujo is out there rejecting guys like she's every girl I ever spoke to in high school. That is until Kuze swoops in. Hey girl, let me call you by your familial nickname and then serenade you under the lights with my dance moves. Irresistibly cool stuff. She may be the ice princess, but this man is the one that's cold-blooded. A Jordan flu game showing at the age of 14. Nothing, however, is colder than the fact that not only does Alya want Kuze, but her sister does too. Colder than the frozen Siberian tundra that these girls come from. Siberia's in Russia, right? Yeah, right. Double Siberian Siscon. Might as well be a James Bond movie with a title like that. But not even the greatest movie script writer could have penned the fact that Alya's sister is Kuze's real childhood friend. How are there this many twists just 3 episodes in? How does Kuze keep his cool? That's simply what a top-tier anime Chad does. Forget Waltz and Vance, this is what a real vice presidential candidate looks like in the face of adversity. But there is nothing more shocking in a rom-com than a character actually professing their love. And to do so in episode 4? That's some next level stuff. Alya, you can only hide your feelings in Russian for so long. Once you drop the I love you, it's all over. Especially when it sends our guy into a flashback spiral, not of Alya's sister, but of his parents' divorce. Huh. Maybe Kuze has some things he needs to work out. Okay, maybe it's his sister that really needs to work some things out. My parents got divorced, and the only flashbacks I have are of going to Toys R Us with my dad on the weekends to get Paper Mario and Fire Emblem. No foot fetish, no sister complex, just weekend after weekend of some of the greatest video games of all time. But there's one thing that Kuze can't divorce himself from. One thing he cannot run from. His sister may be throwing herself at him. Alya's sister may be throwing herself at him. This 4th girl, who I'm not nearly as interested in, may be throwing herself at him. We already got 2 Kujos, may as well just have Jolene Kujo throwing herself at him too. At the end of the day though, there's truly only one person that deserves Kuze. The childhood friend? The childhood sister? Glasses-kun? Totally not Sakura from Naruto who wants Kuze to impregnate her? The literal namesake of the show? Nah, none of the above. Only the president is worthy of our ice-cold Chad. Election day is coming, Kuze. The only thing colder than Kuze and the Ice Princess would be if you didn't subscribe to S-Class Anime. So go ahead and subscribe to make me your president of smut anime content.